Well, you've done a few animated movies. What is it about animated movies that you like so much?
Well, there's a cool factor with your kids when you can actually share a movie, something that you've done with your children, because not every movie I've done is something that I would necessarily show my kids at this age. So there's that, but there's also, you know, you go in, it's just, they're fun. They're very, what we do, our part of them is very simple. And you play around, you experiment with different voices, you give them options on the, you know, the lines that are scripted, you improvise other options for them. So it's just, you know, it's just fun. It's just fun to do.
Are your kids the ones who say like, Dad, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that movie, and do you listen to them?
They don't. They, you know what I do is not, it's just a job in their minds. It's not anything that they are very precious about or defines them in any way. Same way it doesn't really define who I am. It's just, it's just what Dad does. No big deal.
When you're in the room, when you voice a character, is there any room for ideas? Do you pitch something like?
Yeah, generally speaking, I won't even have to pitch it. I'll just say something. The voiceover sessions are really freewheeling. You know, we'll have hundreds of different lines to read in any. They'll last from, you know, 5 to 7 hours, and you're doing countless variations on each line because you're not reading with any of the other actors, but you're giving them as many options as you can, you know, to help them in editing because you don't know how it'll all go together. And within that, I mean, I'm always throwing out different lines and not even suggestions. If they don't like them, they don't use them. So I just try to give them as many options as I can give them.
Do you remember like the very first time when you went into that booth? Like, how did it go and what did they tell you? Like, you should do it like this, you should do it like that?
No, well, the first session for Despicable Me was very lighthearted and kind of just playing around with the voice, trying to figure out what the guy sounds like. And that's always the most exciting part in a way because you're defining the guy at that point. You have an illustration sitting in front of you. You don't have any animation. You don't know how the character moves, and all you're going by is this illustration. Right. So you and the directors and the writers start riffing and start trying different voices, different timbres, different accents, and this is the one we settled on.
And you're voicing a Russian character. Would you be open to playing a Belgian villain?
He's not even Russian. He's sort of vaguely Eastern European. There may even be some Belgium in this guy.
No, he doesn't sound Belgian at all.
If you listen closely enough, it is a landscape of different accents. So there could very well be, but of course I would, you know.
The directors had your son come in to do like a little minion voice session. How did that go?
That was really, really funny. He loved the Minions so much, and he's not like a kid actor at all. He's not. Again, you know, it's like, oh, Dad's job. Like, what are you doing today? This morning, he said, "Where are you going?" "Oh, I'm going to do some interviews for Despicable Me." "Okay, see ya." Like they get it, but he loved the Minions. He wanted to come in and just do a voice. Right. So they had him sit on the chair and they had him in front of a mic, and the director was so sweet. He stayed. He was in Paris at that point. With one of these satellite hookups, and he talked him through doing a Minion voice. It was adorable. It was really cute.